All right, today we're going to dive deep into one of the most talked about cosmetic procedures out there, liposuction. So, what is it really? How does it actually work? And what can you honestly expect from it? Let's break it all down. Okay, so right off the bat, let's just get one huge misconception out of the way. Liposuction is not about losing weight, it's all about body contouring. Think of it less like weight loss and more like sculpting. It's a way to target and remove those really stubborn pockets of fat that, for whatever reason, diet and exercise just can't seem to get rid of.
So that begs the question, right? If it's not about your overall weight, then what's causing these annoying fat deposits to stick around in the first place? Well, let's get into it. In our first section here, we're going to explore the root causes of this stubborn fat and figure out why someone might even consider a procedure like this.
You know, it might surprise you, but the number one reason, more often than not, comes down to genetics. Yep, your DNA can actually predetermine where your body decides to store fat, creating these little areas that are super resistant to change, no matter how clean you eat or how much you work out. Then you throw in things like hormonal shifts, aging, or changes from pregnancy, and you can see why some of that fat just refuses to budge. And because it's often genetic, this stubborn fat can pop up almost anywhere. That's actually why liposuction is so versatile. It can be used to sculpt those common trouble spots like the abdomen and flanks, the love handles, but also really specific areas like the back of the arms, the thighs, and even right under the chin.
But what about all those non-surgical things like fat freezing? Well, they can definitely work for some people, but their results are just less predictable. The real ace up the sleeve for surgical liposuction is one thing: precision. It gives a surgeon the hands-on ability to physically sculpt an area with a ton of control. And that just leads to more predictable and refined results. Okay, so how is it actually done? Let's pull back the curtain and break down the whole surgical process, step by step. The whole process is incredibly methodical, really. It all starts with these tiny little incisions. We're talking just a few millimeters long. Then a special fluid is injected. This stuff is amazing. It numbs the area and shrinks the blood vessels, which is key to minimizing bleeding and bruising. After that, a very thin, hollow tube, it's called a cannula, is used to gently suction out the targeted fat. But the last step is absolutely crucial. The surgeon carefully smooths out what's left behind to make sure the final contour is even and looks totally natural. Now, for a super important part of any surgical journey, you have to understand the balance between the potential rewards and, of course, the risks. It's so important to look at both sides of the coin here. So on the reward side, the biggest benefit is, of course, a new body contour. And it's designed to be really long-lasting, as long as your weight stays pretty stable. The incisions are tiny, so they're usually easy to hide. And it's that incredible level of precision in sculpting that can lead to a huge boost in confidence and just help your clothes fit and feel better. But then we have to talk about the reality of recovery. Things like swelling and bruising, those are just expected parts of the healing process. Temporary numbness is also really common. In some cases, you might see some contour irregularities or a little fluid collection, and every now and then a follow-up surgery might be needed to really fine-tune the result. And it's also so important to be aware of the more serious, though thankfully much, much rarer complications. Look, risks like infection, blood clots, or something called a fat embolism are possibilities with any major surgery. And that is exactly why having a thorough, honest consultation with a board-certified surgeon is absolutely essential to talk through all the potential outcomes. So the surgery is done. What happens now? In our final section, we're going to look at the healing journey and what it really takes to maintain those awesome results. So, right after the procedure, your body's healing process kicks into high gear. This means you should definitely expect some soreness, swelling, and bruising. You'll also be wearing a special compression garment, which is not optional. It's absolutely essential for managing that swelling and helping your skin conform to its new shape. The healing journey really happens in stages. The bruising usually gets a lot better within the first couple of weeks, and the most dramatic swelling goes down by about the 6-week mark. But you gotta have patience. The final, refined contour you're looking for, that really starts to emerge over 3 to 6 months, as all that last little bit of swelling finally disappears. And this brings us to what is probably the most important point for long-term success. The fat cells that are removed during liposuction, they're gone for good. They do not grow back. But, and this is a really big but, the fat cells that are left behind can still get bigger if you gain weight. That's why keeping a stable weight and a healthy lifestyle is what truly locks in your results for the long haul. Which brings us to our final thought. Once the surgery's done and you've recovered, is the journey really over? In a lot of ways, it's just the beginning.
The procedure gives you a brand new starting point, but the real long-term success is a partnership between the surgery and your own commitment to a healthy, active life.